Okay, let's go ahead and get started on this there, folks. Although it looks like Pega is not responding right at this moment in time, so there we go. Okay, so sorry that I've been away for a while on Pega. I just got the okay to continue on, so um, they said that there was a bug in their system that they were going to go ahead and try to fix, and hopefully we shouldn't be seeing that anytime in the future. Now, for those of you that might not be aware, last time that I was doing the Pega tutorials, or uh, that I was kind of working on Pega, um, the mission exercise, uh, I encountered a bug and I couldn't get past the part 6 of it. So, yeah, I wasn't able to complete the exercise. I sent in, the issues that I was having, and screenshots. They even asked for the full-on instance of it. So yeah, needless to say, there was a bit of work in the background concerning that. So, but I didn't want to, try it again in the idea that, hey, if I encountered this bug, then potentially someone else could as well. I wanted them to make sure that they had all the necessary, um, tools and whatnot to try to figure out what actually happened and try to make sure that that mistake never happens again, or at least one would hope. Um, I mean, when you're building an engine, that is Pega, um, you know, there'll always be times where you're going to have users that will, um, do something unexpected and will potentially cause an error. I don't know exactly what I did to cause such an error. They never really explained it to me, but they said that it was a problem with their system and that they looked into it further to try to fix it. Have they fixed it? I don't know, but either way, um, you know, they said that everything's clear on my end to continue. So, so what is this? So for those of you that don't really know, I'm currently working on getting my certification for the system architect. Okay. Um, right now, I'm doing my own little self-study to get there. Doing all the missions available for system architect to hopefully learn as much as I can to get to a point where I can just, take the certification training or a certification test and pass it and get that certification so that I can start applying for Pega jobs because no one's going to hire me without that certification. So, um, so yeah. Um, I've already been trained on it, so, and I'd like to try to get it. Now, um, one thing to note for those of you that might be watching and you're like going, okay, then who are you? Um, well, first off, I want to make sure that one, um, this is not like an endorsement from Pega or anything along those lines. I don't have any like direct connections with Pega. I don't work for them. I don't have any kind of job with them. They don't know about these streams that I do. Um, or if they do, they don't really talk to me at all about them. Um, if they are watching, I would really love if they could, watch the videos that I do on these and maybe answer some of the questions that I've had in, through my journey in Pega, and maybe try to address those in their like 8.8 version. Try to maybe figure out ways to make it less confusing. I don't know. But that's I wanted to address that first off. Okay. So if you're coming at me and saying, "Oh, he's just a lackey at Pega," no. There's, I have, like I said, the most kind of connection that I have is when I send in the suggestions for, any kind of corrections that I find on the topics, and then they reply back with any kind of questions that they might have. And that's it. That's all. There's nothing more there. I'm not like, I don't have like any direct communication with anybody else there. Okay, so I wanted to put that forward. Okay, so you understand. Second thing I want to note. Okay, I'm not an authorized training partner. Okay, I'm not someone that has been, through a Pega University program to get that certification that I can train others. I don't have that. Okay, um, so don't think of me as a trainer. Okay, this isn't meant to be an instructor-led training. Okay, I don't, I don't, um, I'm not, uh, I make no uh, statement that I am an instructor. Okay, that would be foolish of me because I would expect an instructor to know everything about Pega. If they ask you a question about Pega, they should be able to answer you. Okay, right then and there. Okay, they should be fully aware of what Pega does, how it does it, and can answer your questions accordingly. No matter what you present to them. Okay, they should be a developer that knows Pega, that has that teaching element to them to give you the instructions that you need in order to learn everything that you can out about Pega, answer your questions, and give you the best resources that you can to get that certification. Okay, that's you know as much as I would love to try to be that, I'm not a Pega expert. Okay, I don't pretend to be. Um, so if you want to ask any kind of questions, you're welcome to. I encourage it because um, it might be a question that I personally haven't dealt with in Pega. Okay, I might not know the answer myself. But here's the thing: if you put in that question in the comments or in the chat right now while I'm streaming, then I can at least try to figure out an answer, try to find an answer, or I can reach out to people that I know that might have the answer themselves. So don't be afraid to ask questions because either I might know the answer, maybe, um, or I will try to find someone that can answer it. So I just want to put that out there. Okay. So that's me. That's me. Um, you know. So you are aware. Now, we are currently working on the system architect mission here. We're at the very end of the second mission within the system architect. It is also the second mission in the business architect. Now, once we're done with that second mission, then there's two more modules for the business architect. We'll cover those two modules for anybody that is working for the business architect so that hopefully will have enough information yourselves to, you know, um, take that certification if you want to, and hopefully you can pass it. Okay. Um, I would encourage you to try to study a lot more for the certifications, because the certifications are going to be pretty rough. Okay. Um, one wrong answer in that entire question is incorrect. Okay. If they give you like, hey, choose two answers and you get one of those answers wrong, well, they're probably not going to give you any points for it. So, you know, make sure that the material that's going on, for these certifications. Okay. Um, you know, don't um, don't go into it blind. Okay. Now, um, we'll go ahead and continue on with the system architect in the second mission. Now, we are, like I said before, we are near the very end of the low code app builder extended mission. Okay. There's two last parts of the mission here that I need to go over. I have the low code app builder extended mission exercise and the mission test. Okay. I tried the mission exercise last time, got that error, got that problem, and it just would not go away. And so um, I stopped. I was able to get through 6 tasks, but I was not able to finish off all 9 tasks within the time allotted because, well, hey, 6 tasks was basically saying, hey, nope, can't work. So we're going to continue with this mission exercise again in the hopes that we can finish it. I got down to task, I was able to finish task number 6 here, or start. I was trying to do task number 6, and it was not working for me. Okay, I was getting blocked on trying to set up a validate on the specified initial deposit, and it was not working for me whatsoever. So what we are going to go ahead and do is, I'm not going to wake up the Pega instance because it's the same instance that has the error in it. Okay, I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reset the Pega instance. Just completely reset the exercise, and we're going to start from the very beginning. Okay. Now, um, this is, they say that it's going to be a 2-hour process. Um, I'm going to do what I can to go through all these steps, and I'm going to try to refrain from using these mission exercise solutions. Okay. I may need to use them because I might not necessarily remember all the necessary steps to get what they need done. Okay. Um, you know, Sometimes I look at this and I go, okay, they're not really giving me that much information from what I can see. Um, and so I don't, I might go, okay, what are they asking? Okay. Um, I might not, I might not know. So, um, I'm going to try to refrain from using it as much as I can, but there will be points where I might go, okay, I don't really know. I'm going to look at the mission exercise solution. Okay. Just want to give you all a heads up on that. Okay. Um, I've already done one video on this. If you're watching, um, if you're watching this later on, um, that I'll still put that video up. So you probably already seen it, and you probably already seen the error that I had to deal with. Okay. So hopefully this one will be a complete exercise. Okay. It might take a while. So, so we'll see what we can do on it. Okay. So the scenario is U Plus Bank provides people with the financial products needed to achieve their financial goals. As part of its digital transformation, U Plus Bank is creating a web-based account management application built on Pega platform. U Plus wants to provide potential customers with the ability to open a new checking, savings, or investment account online through this application. To open an account, the customer completes the following process. Customer selects one of the financial products offered by U Plus Bank. Customer identifies the owner and any co-owners of the account. Customer commits to funding the account with an initial deposit and verifies accounts at other financial institutions from which the funds are transferred to complete the deposit. So to complete the account opening process, the application emails a summary of the transaction to the customer. This email confirms the selections made during the process. So 1 second, I'm going to get something to drink here. Now, I'm probably going to try to refrain from talking too much or trying to explain things because the the first mission exercise that I ever tried, um, I ran out of time. I went over to 2 hours trying to, give little examples and stuff like that, and well, it doesn't really work doing that. Um, so yeah, we're going to just kind of skip that, or we're gonna try to go through each of these fairly quickly. So, hopefully, you understand, what I'm doing. If not, go back through the topics, go back through the challenges, um, keep on reworking those, restudying them. If there's a particular task here that you're not very strong with, like I'm probably not going to be that strong with some of these as well. Then it is recommended to go back through those challenges and not only complete the challenges again, but um, think of other ways to um, you know change up the challenges a little bit. Okay, add more to the challenge. Okay, because they're Pega doesn't necessarily give you that much favor in these challenges and these topics because they basically do the bare minimum. Okay, so it is up to you to really kind of hammer home the topic and the challenge over and over and over again until you are completely aware of what you need to do, for that particular process. Okay, so you know, I'm just letting you know, you know, um, if or let me state it this way: if you need to use the mission exercise solution, then you might be struggling with the challenges themselves. So you may need to kind of go back through, those particular challenges to reinforce your knowledge. Okay, just want to put that out there. Okay, so so enough talking. Um, we're already 30 minutes into the video here, and I haven't even started. So 2 hours starting now. So obviously there's going to be a bit of time on logging in. So, um, but oh right. Last time I did this, I moved this window to its own um, so that I can kind of see the steps while I go through the exercise itself. So I just want to let you know, okay, that um, if you want to follow along, have that mission exercise steps up yourself so that you can see what I'm doing along the way. Okay. I'm gonna try not to read them out. So or at least I'm not going to be reading them out too much. Okay, so just want to give you all a heads up on that. So this should be a fresh copy, all things considered. And we got 2 hours to finish this. So 4:30 is the end time. I have to get all 9 of these tests done by then. Right now it's 2:30 PST, so if anybody's kind of curious. Now, I don't know when that 2 hour starts. I would imagine that the 2 hour starts, when I click the launch button. So, but I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% on that. Okay. Thank you for loading. Search duplicate cases step after the identify owner step. Loading, 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 loading. Identify owner. So okay. Move that up there. Choose account type is the same. Weather conditions is 50. Wait, there is 30. Name in the account data relationship is equal to nope, not that one. Um, account.name, and there's only one account data relationship and has to be in the name, so there you go. Need to add another 25. Last name and owner. Equal to owner and last name again. There you go. Okay, that should be good. Save that. Now, one could, try to do the save and run, but I don't really have a lot of time. I would recommend anybody that does um, if you're adding anything into the case lifecycle, make sure that you test it out. Okay, everything worked perfectly. Moving on to step two. Okay, so we want the optional actions. User action. Specify initial deposit. Custom condition. Let's see, we want initial deposit. Hmm. I'm not quite sure where the initial deposit is right at this time. That's kind of odd. I'm not seeing it here. What the heck? Oh, it might be deposit amount. Never mind. Okay. Um, is not equal to funding total. Okay. And hmm. I can't really remember the second stage very well. Second task very well. Um, because it looks like, I might need to add a second action in there. Because it's saying, you know, don't worry about the specified initial and optional action if the funding total is equal to initial deposit amount, but I'm not quite sure how to go about doing that per se. Let me do the let me save it here real quick, and let me do the verify mission exercise. I'm gonna assume that I'm not gonna get it correct, but I'm not 100% sure. No, they're saying that everything's fine. The identify duplicate open account cases are done and allow users to update the initial deposit amount is perfectly fine too. I'm not quite sure exactly why, but there you go. So I guess we'll move on. So um, we'll move back to the life cycle here, and we're moving on to task 3. So add a decision shape name, add co-owners in the collect owners information. So we need to in the collect owner information, we need to add a decision shape to this. So here we go. Okay. Okay, so first off, move that there, and we move this up there, and then we take that, move it over here. There we go. And now, first off, we're going to add co-owners there. So when add co-owner is true, we want to go to add co-owners. Otherwise, end. That's it. That's all we really need to do there. Um, um, and that should be it. We shouldn't necessarily need to do anything else. I believe that's all. Um, that's all that we need to take care of there. So I'm gonna save that there. Either that's a very short save or we're there's something going on in the background that's kind of throwing things off a little bit, but we'll go ahead and verify mission exercise for task 3. And okay, everything is supposedly looking good there as well. So um, there's no mistakes according to the user stories. So we're moving on to task 4. All right, so configure customer condition, choose account, process to start the process. Um, okay. We need a custom condition in the choose account. Um, so um, let's see, choose account type is equal to, no, that's not what I need. Um, let's see. Um, Start process if they say, no, I know which products to otherwise skip. So, um, right. So that should be fine the way it is right now. You know, if it's equal to no, I know what I want, it should go into the choosing an account. And otherwise, if it's not equal, if they say yes, it skips down to the selection, use selection wizard. So that's my thought process on this. So we're going to go ahead and verify this exercise because we just saved it, and we're all good. Okay, according to this, we are good for everything. So, okay, so we are on to task number 5 at this point. Okay, so In the open account case type, configure the use selection wizard process to create a select account case as a child case. Configure open Okay, we want to create a new case. That is going to be the select account. Transfer information to new case. Choose account type. Okay. Configure the open account case to pause processing until user resolves all select account cases. So we need to, you know, create a wait. Which all select account to be resolved. Configure the select account child case to not be displayed in the new menu. So here's the thing. I already know that the select account child case doesn't have that selected. Okay. But we're gonna, what the heck? Okay. I don't know what was going on there, but you know, I'd already selected save, so not sure what the heck is going on there, but we'll proceed onwards. We're going to go to the select account child case, and we're going to go to the settings, and the not displayed for new menu isn't selected, isn't an option, or you know, it the checkbox that you would think that you would have to uncheck isn't checked anyway. So this process um, isn't really necessary, you know. But I mean, it's good for you to kind of double check anyway on this. So it's taking a sweet time that I don't have. So we're in the general and see the show new menu. If this was checked off, if this was like, you know, hey, this is checked, we would need to like uncheck it. So I mean, we're not changing anything there. So the whole configure select account child case not to be displayed is already turned off. So we didn't really need to worry about that at all. So we verify mission exercise, and I believe I've did everything correctly, but we'll find out here real quick. Yep, 100% on everything. So we're moving on to task number 6. Okay, so we're moving back to the to the open account. Uh, Specify initial deposit. Um, and we are going to configure the view. And we're doing validations. There we go. Nothing blocking me this time, so that's awesome. Okay, so we want to add a condition. So if the deposit amount is equal to or greater than 25, so deposit amount is equal to or greater than 25. Oh, actually, it's less than. We can just do that because it's saying, hey, if you have less than 25, there's an error. So, but they don't necessarily specify, the error message. So I'll just put in a message myself. Must be equal or greater than 25. So, and we're gonna go and save that. And we verify the mission. And everything looks good. Moving on to step number 7. So we're on to new stuff. So awesome. Hey, 30 minutes in, and we're making pretty good time. So that's awesome. As a stakeholder, um, create 5 to 10 case instances with varying state values and identify owner field. Okay, so so we're just gonna do 5 of them. I can see that they did um, 1 California, 1 Massachusetts, and 1 New York. I'm trying to do this quickly so I don't have to worry about this. But this might take a little while. Okay, so okay. That's oh, Um, a little bit of a misspelling there. Okay, we're going to do New York. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one alone. We're gonna do a new open account. We're going to do Massachusetts. I'm gonna do 40. We're gonna go ahead and save that as new because I could see that, we have some that are resolved completed, we have some that are new, blah blah blah. So um, I want to make sure that you know um, we have some differences. Oops. I wanted the state to be New York. No, I mean, city could be New York as well, but, 45. Leave that one new as well. And then we'll finish off the savings. So, and then we'll do California again. And then we'll finish this all off. There we go. Okay. So that's all good, and that's all good. So now, um, let's see. I need to create a report. So new report. Uh, hmm. Created a public report category for account opening request reports, but there's no account opening request reports here. Hmm. Let's go ahead and cancel that for right now. Oh gosh. Okay, let's maybe exit out of that. Um, those are channel interfaces, which we don't really need. Is preview the only place for me to create reports? I'm not 100% sure right at this moment in time, but it's feeling like it's really the only place to do that. But the information that they're saying here doesn't have the account opening requests category. Hmm. Let me just submit this for right now. Because again, I don't see an account opening request report. Let me see if um, maybe this is what they want me to do initially. Hmm. Create a report definition named number of account openings by state. Um, let's see. I'll delete the case ID. Yeah. Um, we'll add no matches found. What the fuck? This isn't good. I have a funny feeling that I'm somehow like not in the right session there, folks. So what I'm gonna do is um, we're just gonna say done editing here. Um, I mean, I'll submit it, but it's not correct. Or at least I don't think it's correct. So So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and delete it. And I'm going to go ahead and look at through. I'm going to look at the mission exercise solution because I'm not quite sure exactly what they want me to do in this particular case because. Okay, they want me to. Wait, hold on. They want me to manage categories and. Oh, okay. So they wanted me to create a new category called the um, account opening requests. Um, which most likely will have the same category description. Yeah. And um, then we can go back to reports. We do a new report. We do the. Wait. No, that's still not correct. What the heck? Oh, they want me to go to open account and then summary or chart. Okay. Still don't know what the category has anything to do with this so far, but you know, we'll see what we can do here. Um, I'm not sure what's going on here. Go away. There we go. Okay, so um, so first off, we need label. We need um, wait, I don't even see state. Maybe address. Entered on, status, and total. Okay, so, but address isn't necessarily correct either. Maybe format. No, that's not what I want. Okay, we'll delete that for right now. Um, okay. Go ahead and change those. Um, let's see. This one's taking me a little bit longer here. Um, I'm trying to do this without looking at the video. You know, I currently have paused right at this moment in time, but um, so here, let me try to maybe add chart here. We want a bar graph. Guess we can just do clustered. Um, let's see. I'm total here. Um, yeah, I don't know where they're getting state from, so I'm gonna continue on with the video right now. Okay, they deleted um, they kept it created in the last 7 days, which is interesting, but okay, they went up here, they went to all matches, and they did owner. But the list here is a lot larger than what they are showing. I mean, a lot larger than what they're showing. Oh my God, what the hell? Let me look under the open account, which um, they have here. It's not even here. Um, this is a bit concerning. This is very concerning. Okay, we'll cancel out of this for right now. Because obviously they said, um, um, I apparently I didn't need to delete the credit in the last 7 days, so maybe, um, oh, what the heck? There's the open account, but it doesn't have all the items here. What's going on here? The window doesn't even give me any room to look at this. This is irritating. Um, Okay, let me do the created in last 7 days. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna we're just gonna create this. We'll delete it. Um, you know, because obviously I did a little too much there. So we'll try again. Open account, summary chart, submit. Uh, remove unresolved case. This is the point. This is the reason why I'm like, they don't really give a lot of information on these descriptions because, okay, within the past 7 days. Okay, so there's that. Okay. Um, okay, so they did the label there, and then they typed in owner, which you can't even see on here, which is really irritating. And when I do owner, it's only showing a little bit here under like best bets, I think it's called. But they went to all matches. Okay, there it goes. I don't know what the heck it was showing before, but it it was not that. Um, okay, so they're saying select this. Here, hold on, let me watch the video some more. Okay, so somehow I have to like open up this somehow. Even though it's not, I don't see the option to do that right at this moment in time. Um, is there a way for me to move this over at all? Because I'm not seeing all the necessary information here. This particular um, bar is in my way. I really would like to kind of collapse this down even more or move this window over more. Something. And even expanding out my window itself doesn't expand the window, this either, so that doesn't really help me. So I don't know. I'm trying to double click on the owner. That's not opening up either. Maybe if I click on more, that'll do something maybe. Like maybe that will open up all the options, but it doesn't look like it. It's thinking way too hard for this. Um, you know what? Let me see about maybe reducing down the zoom. Nope, that's not really doing anything. Or at least that's not helping me out at all. So yeah, I don't know what I can do on this there, folks. I'm kind of stuck at this point. Um, Not quite sure what else I can really do about this. Um, the window here. Um, is there a way for me to maybe move it to a new window at all? doesn't look like it. Um, let's see. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I'm being blocked from expanding the owner here to gain access to the indicators over on the left-hand side here, and I don't know how to fix this issue right at this moment in time. Let me maybe switch to tablet. Okay, well that didn't really help me out per se. Um, nope, I'm still seeing the same kind of issue right at this moment in time. So I don't know. I don't know what I can do on this. God damn it. Once again, I'm not sure how to resolve this issue. This is kind of beyond my control. The fact that it's this window that is unmovable is being hidden behind the toolbar here, which I mean uh, I don't mind this toolbar whatsoever being there, but I do mind when it's blocking me from being able to open up these owners and like I don't know what I can do to change this right now. And um, the trying to open it up even larger doesn't really help. Um, doing full screen right at this moment in time doesn't really help. Um, that doesn't really help me out either. Um, I don't know. I really don't like this at all. I really wish there was a way that I can modify this window somehow. Move it out or modify it or change it or move it around or something, anything, anything that I can that allows me to access. So what you're not seeing right at this moment in time, okay, which you might see on the um, video, is the fact that for one thing, this portion of the window is slightly further to the right. You know, the edge of this window is on the right hand side of this. Okay, it's you know, and which is really irritating because you know, um, what we're seeing right now is the fact that this window isn't to the right of this. It's on the very far left hand side, which obviously doesn't really work for us. Um, and apparently, when you type in owner here, which obviously you can't see very well, there's nothing I can do. There's like a plus symbol like right to the left that expands the list down, and I can't, even if I was to like double click on this, it's not expanding out that that listing at all, which is really, really irritating right now. So I can't continue. I can't continue with this. So I'm going to go ahead and um, take a screenshot of this, send it in because I can't get to the owner portion of this exercise, and I can't complete this exercise. Okay. Okay. Task 7. Okay, let me switch on over to the other Pega window so you all can kind of um, see what I'm seeing right now. So, or you'll see my um, so I'm trying to do the exercise. However, I got stuck on task 7, so I looked at the exercise video, to see the steps. However, when I got wait, hold on. And that was weird. Not sure what was going on there. When I got to the part where I needed to add the state, um, you see in the video that um, that the user was able to expand out the list for owner to select the state. Actually, when I got to the part where I needed to add the state, I'm having the issue that I screen shotted. Right. Um, you see in the video that the user was able to expand out the list for owner to select the state. My problem is that the window in question is all the way to the left, which is being covered by the navigation bar. the navigation bar is covering the text window so that I can't really see what I'm typing. Um, and it is blocking the plus signs to expand the um, the owner selection. There is, I tried double clicking on the owner um, object so that maybe it would open up the object so that I can access the contents, but that didn't work. Plus, um, zooming in and out had no effect. Um, uh, the navigation bar was still covering all the necessary details. Um, and I can't modify the window at all or move it so that I can move the window from behind the navigation bar. I'm once again unable to complete the exercise. Please help me on this problem because I'm not sure how to get past the issue. Is there a way that I can remove the navigation bar completely in this case so that I can make the necessary selections? Um, Looking forward to continued communications. FYI, the issue that I had before did not occur within this instance. So thank you for that fix. Um, issue, the issue. Um, Here, let me kind of go back to that real quick. Oops, wait. Um, right. The issue about the specify initial deposit validation restriction before did not occur within this instance. So thank you for the fix. Okay. Okay. I don't know. It's once again I'm blocked from completing this exercise. Um, and this should be stuff that they should be like looking at, over and over and over again. I mean, what is it just me that I'm like, hey, I'm the only one finding these issues? Is it really that, am I really having this kind of an issue with this? Uh, it's really irritating because I mean, I'm so close to finishing right now. And, let me, yeah, you can't see, here I am in the video, right? Let's see. Can you all see? Yeah, I zoomed in on the video here there, folks, so that you can kind of see what's going on there. But, um, right over here, they have these little plus symbols, okay? And the bar is currently covering all of this, you know? The left-hand side of the window is not on the right-hand side of the navigation bar. It's on it's on the left-hand side of the bar. So there's something messed up about this particular window right now. It's not aligned properly. Now, I don't know what browser they're using for these videos. Are they using Chrome? Or are they using Firefox? I mean, what browser are they using to make these videos? Because I'm not 100% sure. And um, the what's kind of irritating about this is the fact that um, I'm using Chrome to kind of get at this. I'm using Chrome right now to you know work this exercise, and I'm wondering if it's even a browser issue. I mean, this is within their application here. So, you know, one would assume that the application itself is giving enough details to the browser to, to handle this. But again, I don't know. It might be a browser issue. Okay, it might be like, hey, this browser is trying to interpret it differently and therefore not, you know, not showing the details correctly for the user. It could be totally possible. Okay, could be. I'm just putting that out there. Okay, that's why you want to test. If you're putting an application online that multiple people can use, you want to test it with multiple browsers to make sure that it works properly for each and every single browser that's out there, or at least you want to try to. Because obviously there's some, people make browsers that aren't like the name brand ones. Okay, there's other browsers out there that other companies have made themselves to try to interpret, the coding language, um, and um, you know, uh, believe me, I mean, if you do a search for browsers, you'll probably find like, you know, hundreds of them out there available to be used. So just giving you a heads up on that. Now, obviously, you know, um, you could try, just going for the basics, the common browsers and see if that works. But um, the fact that I'm having this kind of a difficulty just trying to complete this within their application is, well, problematic. And I'm not quite sure what I can do about it. So, um, this can be so frustrating. You know, I would, if if I had access to our code base, I would try to work on trying to fix this, myself if I had access to it. I would put in the work. Like, hey, I'm finding this problem. I would love to work on it myself. Give me that possibility there, Pega. I wouldn't mind doing that for you guys. But because it's coded in Java, so I mean that's something that I can do, or at least um, it's one of those coding languages. But I mean, that I have under my belt. But still, I mean, it's really frustrating that I'm seeing these bugs and there's not a damn thing that I can do about it. Um, you know, because it's proprietary software. I don't have access to Pega itself to fix this. So, you know, um, it's really irritating when the tools that you are trying to work with don't work correctly. you know, um, and and it really pains me because it's like trying to use like you're trying to use Eclipse, you're trying to use Visual Studio, and there's a problem with those applications that is basically blocking you from um, building what you need to build. Okay. Now, granted, those are more text based than what Pega is. Okay, Pega is supposed to be low code. Supposed to allow for you to make these applications really quickly. And sure, it does it fairly well, but as you can see, I'm still having some problems with it. So, um, you know, um, which is really really unfortunate because it's um, there's nothing I could do. Okay. I don't have, I'm trying like different methods to try to get access to opening up the owner. I'm trying different possibilities to get to the state, and everything that I was trying to figure out on how to do, on trying to do, wasn't wasn't coming up. Wasn't giving me the possibility to fix. So, um, which is really frustrating. Um, you know, I can't say anything more than this is a tool issue. There's a problem with the tool. It is not working with, you know, either it's not working with the browser that I'm using, or the video that they're showing is like maybe from the Pega application itself. Pardon me, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Um, the video could be from the application itself, which is all well and good, okay? But here's the problem. Not everybody's going to download the application. Some people, like myself, are, trying to build that instance from a browser here, not from a Pega, um, not from the Pega application. Um, so yeah, it's a bit irritating that um, we're having this issue about fields being blocked, and there's nothing that I can do to resolve it at this point. I can't move the window. I can't remove the navigation bar. I can't double click on owner to expand out the fields. Um, and I'm stuck once again. I didn't even get one task, and I'm already stuck again with this mission exercise. My God. Hmm. Um, well, I'm making the Pega developers work for their money, even though technically this should have been covered. This should have been tested. This should have been looked at. Um, they should have had multiple people testing it out. Their QA staff should have been going over this over and over and over again with different browsers. Um, you know, they should have been they should have been breaking Pega. you know, um, because that's what their job is. Um, they should have been figuring out ways to break it. Break this instance somehow. Okay. Um, and that's and they should be doing and not only doing the steps on which the this exercise is giving, but they should be doing other things as well to try to um, break the exercise. I don't know. Okay. There's nothing else I can do with this. Um, mm, I was pretty much on a roll for the most part on this, but once again, it looks like I'm gonna have to postpone the exercise again. Hey, Pega, I'm a software developer. If you want me on your staff, please let me know. I wouldn't mind working for your company. You know, hire me. You know, I'll be, basic, first, you know, entry level developer right here. You know, I don't mind. I wouldn't mind a job. I can try to work on these in the background, help you out, develop this out. You know, I you know, give me that possibility. I would love to do it. Because I want to code. You know, I wouldn't mind learning from others. Yeah. Um. Yeah. There's not nothing I can do on this. I can't go any further. As I tried to do as much as I could think of at the top of my head to try to resolve this issue there, folks. So, I mean, if you're watching this on video later, um, you know, feel free to like maybe pipe, put down some suggestions that, maybe I could have done this or did that or something like that to maybe try to figure out how to get past it somehow. Um, but I don't know. I'm not quite sure what I could have done, to be honest. I'm gonna see about. I'm gonna ask my one friend that I know of if she knows of a way to remove that navigation bar in the preview. Um, and maybe if there is a way, then I'll come back to this tomorrow. But I suspect that there isn't a way to get rid of it, so I'm gonna be out of luck. So, that's it for the Pega portion. I'm gonna switch on over to Final Fantasy VII now. But obviously, those of you that are watching Pega or just for Pega, you don't have to worry about that. Or if you are interested, feel free to check out my playlist or come to my streams on Tuesdays, because that I'm probably gonna be doing these videos for a while. So, um, but that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording now.